Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
What is going on, everybody? This is the Miscellaneous Minds podcast. I'm your co-host, Puma Gato, the cat that ends your heavyweight titles back. And to my left over here is the main man, Sustinero, the man that makes the fat stacks. Together from the dynamic duo that won't die. Daily Anti is better than spicier content than your girl's OnlyFans. What is going on, everybody? Before we get into tonight's topic, please make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And with that, let's get right into it. So, here we are again. We have Tyson Fury going up against Alexander Usyk. This time it's just going to be for the unified heavyweight titles, IBF, as we all know. We have discussed on this channel in great depth how the IBF likes to ruin certain things in a fair way, I guess you can say. With that being said, listen, let's talk about it. Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fight is just about a month out. And there's a number of things that I've seen that could potentially change things up. Tyson Fury admitted, listen, I clowned around too much in the fight, which I actually said when the fight was happening, he was clowning around too much. I think Tyson Fury got a little full of himself, and I think because him being a little full of himself, he made a lot of critical errors that he wouldn't have otherwise made. He was playing around too much. He got a little full of himself, and with that came a little bit of bravado that unfortunately opened him up to Usyk being able to really clinch it in really, really tight spots. That being said, listen, the work that Usyk has put in their previous fight, everything leading up to their previous fight, I think is just going to be too much for Tyson Fury. Now, listen, I do believe Tyson Fury can potentially bring in, if he's laser focused on getting Usyk out of there, if he is laser focused on putting in good work without any stupidity, Tyson Fury stands a good chance at claiming those unified titles. Unfortunately for Fury, it's not going to be the undisputed that he wanted, but it'll be at least a very unified. So, is it going to be enough? Listen, I picked Usyk to win in the first fight. My final prediction, I had picked Usyk. Leading up to it, before my final prediction, I had picked Fury, but then at the very end, I just thought, what I'm seeing from Usyk, I just feel like it's going to be enough. But man, here had stuck with Usyk the entire time. Credit to him. And I think in this one, I'm going to stick with Usyk. I think Usyk has never lost focus. I think Usyk has never deterred from being laser focused in the things that he wants to get done. I think it's no different. It's not that Usyk can't be an interesting character. It's not that he doesn't clown around himself. It's not that, he doesn't do all these antics that does at Tyson Fury. I mean, at their most recent press conference, Usyk went and dressed as Hitman. So he does the antics too. But Usyk never lets all that extra stuff get in the way of the prime objective, and that is winning the fight. Usyk wins the fight because he doesn't lose eye of what he's got going on. Whereas the Tyson Furies, the Deontay Wilders of the world, and the Anthony Joshuas, they do get full of that bravado. They get in their own head. I'm too good for this. I'm the best there ever was, so on and so forth. And because of that, they end up making mistakes. Usyk has never done that in the entirety of his career. He is a two-divisional champion, and with that comes a number of different things that he has to go through in order to stay laser focused on that goal. I think Usyk has never lost that focus, that hunger, that strive to be the best no matter what he's been put up against. And because of that, I do think Usyk's going to take it. I think Tyson's going to bring much more of a fight this time than he did in the first one. I think there's a lot of things that I'm sure Tyson Fury learned from the first fight that he will hopefully be corrected in this one. I think it'll be closer, but I don't think Fury is going to win. I still give it to Usyk winning. I do think it's going to be a UD decision for Usyk, much like before. I think Usyk is going to maintain a steady pace all along. I think Tyson Fury is going to come strong in the beginning, maybe the first, second, and third round, really, put in work. I think after that, he's going to slow down just a bit, and I think that's where Usyk is going to, his steady pace of maintained intensity is going to start giving him the edge into a UD decision. What do you think about that, my man?
Listen, man, thinking about it, especially in the time that we're talking right now, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of waffling between either here. I'm thinking of like a 55-45 split of who I think truly is going to win, because I'm not 100% sure. But if I was to place some money on who was going to fight, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm actually going to Tyson Fury in this case. Now, look, I think this is gonna be a repeat scenario of what happened between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. Anthony Joshua, again, we saw in the first fight against Andy Ruiz. Anthony Joshua wasn't taking Andy Ruiz any way seriously. Andy Ruiz actually came with that power, was able to take down Anthony Joshua, and come the second fight, Anthony Joshua actually made a much more serious effort in the fight. Actually took Andy Ruiz seriously. Andy Ruiz didn't take himself nowhere near as seriously in that second fight, and that's what became Andy Ruiz's downfall in the second fight. Now, I say that, and I don't think Usyk is losing any more focus from the first fight as he is going to do in the second fight. I think it's still going to be the same laser disciplined focus that he's going to have in the second fight. Hell, I'll even go and say it's a little bit more laser focused because he understands, okay, I put him on high alert. He's going to come at me even harder this time because now he's not going to take me as a joke this time. In that same respect, I think Tyson Fury is, at least I should hope for his sake, taking Alexander Usyk a lot more seriously this time around. He's not going to do any more goofy antics in the ring where he thinks he has the judges completely on his side, and it turns out he had the rug completely flown under him. I think he's going to take the fight a little bit more seriously this time, and I should hope a lot more seriously than Usyk is, but that's a pretty high bar in and of itself. But if I see 1 ounce of Tyson Fury being goofy in the ring, I'm gonna feel like that's gonna be a consistent theme throughout the entire fight. If I do see Tyson Fury being at least 1 ounce goofy in the ring, I'm be like, all right, this is already a done match. I will, however, say it is still gonna be a completely close fight. I'm actually gonna go split decision here. Again, I'm favoring Tyson Fury, but I can also see it going split decision towards Alexander Usyk as well.
Yeah, man. The first fight was looking pretty good for Tyson Fury up until, like, I want to say the 4th or 5th round. The fight's a little foggy, but I'm pretty sure I remember thinking, fuck, man, I'm going to lose my money. Because I actually did bet on the first fight. I remember thinking to myself, damn, there goes my money down the drain. In the end, finally, Usyk pulled it out for me. So I do think that it's going to be much closer. I do agree with you. But I do think it is going to go in the favor of Alexander Usyk. Again, Alexander Usyk has never wavered in his determination to get the job done to win, whereas Fury and every other heavyweight has. We've seen Deontay Wilder. He's shown clear signs of doubting himself. Tyson Fury has admitted to doubting himself, especially when he went on his bender. Anthony Joshua in his fight right after Andy Ruiz, clearly, showing signs of doubting himself. Pick a heavyweight, they've all shown signs of it, with the exception of Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk has believed in himself the entire way through, for a number of different reasons. The promise that he made to his father, and the such. He truly believes that he is where he needs to be. So I definitely see another Alexander Usyk win, much closer this time, but I still think he's going to win, and I think we may see either a discussion of retirement for Tyson Fury, or hey, it's not too far off from now that I'm going to retire. All these guys are trying to get up there in age, so unfortunately we are going to start seeing some of these guys go the wayside. I mean, Tyson Fury recently said that he'd like to see Deontay Wilder retire. He said, our 3 fights between us took a lot out of both of us. So different things like that is what leads me to believe that we're getting close to that exit ramp. It'll be an interesting fight, regardless if it's for undisputed or not. I'm definitely going to be tuning in and keeping you guys updated. Make sure you guys watch the fight, because just like the previous one, it's going to be good no matter what, no matter who wins. And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
Until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you in the next one.